Hey, if you want to know when you can become a real writer, you're in the right spot. That's what we're talking about today. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let me get myself adjusted. Silent Moondra. Yes, met you on Blab. So cool to see everyone doing cross platforms. Hey, Joanne from Boston. Hey guys, welcome as y'all are popping in. It's Monday. Hello. Yes, did y'all enjoy the Blab over the weekend? That was so fun. We did so I was doing a podcast with Ron Estrada, who a lot of y'all know from Periscope, and she's like co-writer and co-podcaster, Gina Conway. So while we were recording the Blab, while we were recording the podcast, we also did a Blab, which was really fun because some of you guys were in there and interacting, and we pulled a couple people into a hot seat. Good. And yes, and now I think we're connected on Twitter now. I haven't checked my feed. I kind of took the rest of the weekend off, and we don't check social media on Monday morning because we're trying to get stuff done, right? Right. But I think we're connected on Twitter now, and so we'll definitely be having that conversation. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Okay, so let's do the quick intro rundown stuff. If you are new to Periscope, welcome. And tap hearts on the screen to let me know that you're there and engaged and you like what we're talking about. If you like to talk about writing, hit the little Perry buddy down there, change that plus to a check, and then you'll follow me. Hey, Darnell, thanks. Yeah, the Blab was super fun. That was my first time on Blab. It was kind of like interesting, but it was way more fun than I thought it was going to be. It's like four people can do like Periscope at the same time. Like you can see four people videoing at the same time. It is crazy. So yeah, hit follow me. I scope daily, usually around this lunchtime hour, about writing of some sort, and help give you some inspiration. We try to keep it to like 15 minutes or so, and then the idea is you go use your lunch break to do some writing. And share the love. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for inviting followers. Exactly. You hit, you swipe. I need to really figure this out. You swipe left. You swipe right. I don't know. You swipe. And you can share on Twitter, Periscope, and Facebook. So thank you guys. Thanks. Thanks for the hearts too. Yep. Right on the iPhone. Thank you. Okay. Left to right. Okay, thanks guys. Y'all, I need to really up my Periscope thing. Okay. I'm Morgan Gist McDonald. I'm a writing coach and an editor and an author. I run my business and my blog out of paperravenbooks.com. So there's the link, paperravenbooks.com. And I also do scope notes for you. So if you, like, I watch Periscope while I'm doing other stuff like washing the dishes or cooking food. Hey Aisha, thanks for joining. And Tracy's in the room too. So I take scope notes for you, and you can always find them at paperravenbooks.com/periscope. And if you are a writer and you scope, hey Tracy, use our hashtag Periscope Writers, so we can find each other and support each other, get on each other's scopes and give each other hearts and shares and follows, and it's all fun. And we get to build a community. That's what this is all about, is building a writer's community. Thank you, thanks. I'm trying to be organized. Silent Moon, remind me of your first name. I cannot remember, but I would love to call you by your first name and not your handle, if we can do that. So yeah, let me know. And I try to be organized. It's a slow process. This is like my 60th broadcast or something. So we're getting the groove. We're getting a groove down. Indra, thank you. Thank you, Indra. I appreciate that. Okay, guys, the question. When do you get to be a real writer? Okay, you probably already kind of know what I'm going for, but I'm going to give you some practical stuff. Your name is Silent Moon Indra. Gotcha. Okay, that's good to know. I will remember now. Okay, the person you have to convince that you are a writer, that's you. You have to convince yourself. So you are the one who gets to decide when you're a quote-unquote real writer. And I will tell you that the sooner you begin to tell yourself that you're a real writer, the more progress you will make, and more quickly, right? Because you've already done some of the back end work. You're on this Periscope for a reason. You're on this Periscope because you are already looking for stuff to do with writing. That means you're doing the writing. That means you are trying to improve on your craft. Thanks, Sandra. you're trying to improve on your craft and you are working daily toward this goal of becoming a writer, you are like miles ahead of most people, okay? You get to be a writer. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you're on this scope, you get to be a writer because you already have done all this back-end legwork. But if you're having that a little trouble like making that transition, like convincing yourself, thanks for the hearts, guys. It's super motivating. I'm like, yay, people are here. If you're having that trouble making that transition, I want to give you a couple of super practical exercises because this is what I love to do. I love to take big abstract like mindset shifts and things like that and break them down into practical ways that you can begin to make the shift happen. So one, this is a really powerful exercise. And actually, if you were on the Blab, you heard me tell this to Steve. You have a love-hate relationship with my writing. We all do. It's like our children. I love you, but sometimes you drive me crazy. Okay, so the first exercise is write a memo to yourself. No one else is going to read this, it's just you. Memo to yourself describing every single thing you have done to make progress in your writing in your life. Okay, so this is everything. This is number of days or weeks or months or years that you have been writing. This is the number of words or chapters or books that you have written. Okay, everything counts. Classes you've taken, people you've talked to, I mean, high school essays, whatever it is, exactly. Thank you, Joanne. All of it counts because it is all part of your path to becoming who you are today, the writer you are today. So capture it all, write it out for yourself, and let yourself really see how far you have come in your writing journey, because I promise you will be so surprised. It's like you think you know how far you've come, but when you lay it all out and write it all out, you're like, damn, I'm good. So go ahead and do that for yourself and celebrate the progress that you have made, okay? And it's okay to be, even if you know that you want to improve, you still have to be grateful for where you are today. From being a kid, sure, why not? I mean, how many of us were writing stories when we were kids? That was part of who we are today. That's the child in us is sometimes was more closely connected to being a writer than we allow ourselves to be in our adulthood, As children, we so easily say, I'm a writer, I'm an artist, I'm a, whatever. And as we get into the adults, we're like, am I allowed to say that? Yes, you're allowed to say it. That's the only way you're going to get better. So yes, we are working on improving our craft, but you can't always be future oriented. You have to be grateful for the past and grateful for the present moment. Indra, I won a poetry competition at school. That totally counts. That's amazing. I promise that was like pinnacle, like foundational turning point for you becoming who you are today. So definitely write it down in that memo and celebrate it. Okay, number 2, talk with other writers. Like really engage with other writers. Okay, I say talk, but you don't actually have to call them up on the phone. This would include like commenting on blogs, hanging out on Periscope, but also if you can find a local writing group or someone who you can Skype or Google Hangout or talk on the phone with, that's great too. The more that you can use the words around, like I don't want to sound like high vocabulary, but the more you can use this like lexicon of writing, when you talk about writing with other people, it comes back to you, comes back in. It feels more natural. It feels more conversational. It feels more like you. So talk with other people about writing as much as you can. I mean, don't annoy everyone in your life, but where are they all in dark rooms? I know this is a problem for writers. We are so introverted, but we can still connect with people. Even introverts like connection. Okay, introverts are still human. We still enjoy friendships. We don't want to go to a big party where we don't know anyone, but you don't know many other writers. Keisha, is this Keisha who I've been talking with? I'm gonna pull up your profile. Keisha, let me know if you're my Keisha, who I've already been talking with on email. But yes, writers are introverts, but don't, oh, hello! Welcome to my Periscope. But don't confuse introversion with fear. I think a lot of us do this. We use our introverted personalities as an excuse to not connect with other people. And we gotta change that around. We gotta encourage ourselves to be more bold. Okay, you know there are other writers out there, but you have to go find them. You guys are connecting with each other right now. So when you're on it here, if you see people commenting, tap their profile, hit follow, find them on Twitter. I mean, you never know where these connections are gonna go. But then, hey, Google local writing group in Houston, or writing group in, Indianapolis, wherever you are, and just see. Maybe there's something cool out there. Meetups, people use meetups. Or just as you start talking about it, this is the other secret. As you start telling people that you are writing, they will start being interested. They're like, oh, what are you writing? And then I can't tell you how many people secretly, they pull me aside. They're like, so no one else knows this, but I'm writing a book. And I'm like, why won't you tell people that? That's amazing. It's so life-changing. I really believe this. It's so life-changing to write a book. And we're all weird in the UK. We're all weird everywhere. It's true. But I still think that a lot of us hide behind the feeling of introversion, or the feeling of it's culturally inappropriate to talk about myself. That's not an excuse. We have to reach beyond that and connect with other people somehow, whether it's in Periscope or on Twitter, or if there's someone that you really connect with online, say, hey, you want to Skype? You want to take our relationship to the next level? And maybe they'll want to Skype. Who knows? Joanne says, my own husband didn't even know I was writing when I started. I know. Why are we so scared to tell people that we're writing? Well, I could go on a whole scope about that. Well, let me tell you. We are scared. And it's okay. It's okay to be scared. But you also have to, at some point, turn and look at yourself and say, I am scared. Why am I scared? Yeah, exactly. So, and you can't let yourself sit in that place of fear, because that is keeping you from growing into the writer that you're meant to be. I honestly believe that fear of failure, like Indra said, is keeping us, you're out now, keeping us from becoming the writer that we're meant to be. So, get out there. Talk about yourself. Talk about your writing. Connect with other writers. Ask them what they're writing. We all, secretly, we want people to ask us what we're writing. So do that for someone else. Be that person for someone else. If you know someone else is writing, ask them about it. And every time you talk to them, ask them about it. If you know that your cousin, if she told you one time she's writing a book, when you get together for Thanksgiving, say, hey, I remember you told me about a book. How's it going? And just give them that space to talk about it. Okay. Sorry, quick recap. I kind of wound off the trail here. I try to stay organized, but then sometimes I just get on it. Okay, so the first was writing a memo to yourself about all of your writing accomplishments from childhood. It all counts. Number 2, talk with other writers. Okay, number 3, absorb content about writing. Yoga Pants CEO, I've been writing a fictional novel for over 5 years. What's your first name? I'm clicking on your profile. Amber! Okay, Amber, that's fantastic. Second, when are you going to finish the novel? It's time. Finish that. It's not going to get any better by letting it sit around. The novels, and books in general, are better when you write them consistently, okay? So get on it. You can do this by the end of the year. We still have October, November, December. We still have 3 whole months. You can totally finish a novel in 3 months. That's the $1 million question. I would recommend that you finish by December 31st, 2015. Just a suggestion. Okay. Absorb content about writing. You've been writing your memoir for about the same time. Guys, it's not going to get any better by letting it sit around, okay? Just finish it. Keisha, she needs a coach. That's right. That's why we have coaches. To hold you accountable to the things that you already want to do. You stopped your novel, Indra? No, you have to, okay. Sometimes we stop projects because we legitimately, gosh, guys, Monday today is just, I'm a little off, but I do want to pursue this for just a second. Sometimes we stop novels or books or projects for really good reasons, because they're not serving us in our broader goals. Sometimes big projects can be a distraction from our true goals. But if you feel in your heart of hearts that this project, this goal will actually advance you down the path that you want, no procrastinating. You got to get that done fast, so that you can live the life you're meant to live. Redirecting back to number 3. Absorb content about writing. Okay, this counts. So Periscope, broadcasts about writing, that totally counts. Listen to podcasts, read blogs, participate in forums, read books, of course. If you haven't read Stephen King's memoir on writing, great place to start. He's a fabulous writer, I think. Some people disagree. But that's a really easy, friendly, fun read. Stephen King on writing. Or for nonfiction, William Zesner on writing well. Tracy, doing it before having a baby is a good motivator. Yes. Tracy is 36 weeks pregnant, and we are finishing up her book right now, and I am so excited for Tracy's book. It's going to be phenomenal. Oh, thanks, Tracy. I did write a book. I'll tell you all where to find it in a little bit. But yeah, so absorbing content around writing helps you, like, it's almost like talking about it. The more you think about it, the more it becomes part of your daily natural life. I have, Amber says she has 4 kids and the last 2 are babies. Great plan. Amber, I know, I know how you feel. I have 3 kids and I wrote my book when my 3rd was 4 months old. That's when I started writing it. It took me 3 months till it was published. And it was like, one of the hardest things. Writing the book after the baby was harder than having the baby. But totally worth it. Both were totally worth it. But sometimes you just, you need to feel that fire and just do it. So, yes, thank you all for the hearts. That was really lovely. Okay, so absorb content. And then number 4, if you have put anything out on, in the world, if you have published anything on Amazon, I don't care how long it is, you get to be an author. For the rest of your life, you call yourself an author, okay? And so, if you have not yet put anything on Amazon, why the heck not? It's super easy. You write it in a Word document, you put a cover on it, and you upload the Word document to Amazon. It's so simple. In the scope notes, I will put a link to my behind the scenes video of how I wrote my book. And I show you the process. It's so easy. So even if it's not the best book in the world, if you just want to push yourself a little bit further, write a really short book and put it on Amazon, and then you can say, well, Morgan told me that I get to be an author now. So there you go. Amber says, Amazon made me an international best-selling author, and that's not my best work at all. Amber, exactly. I totally agree. We put all of these fears, we just load fears up on putting it on Amazon. Oh my gosh. But just do it. And if you caught the scope on Friday, iterate, put something out there, publish it, complete it, publish it, get it out there, and then do another, and iterate and iterate and iterate. That's how we do it. That's how we improve. So, guys, sorry for some little rabbit trails in there, but if you want to be a real writer, you are the only one who's stopping yourself from calling yourself a real writer. Okay? So, write a memo to yourself. Talk with other writers, even if you're an introvert. That does not mean you get to be fearful of people. It just means you're not agoraphobic, you're just introverted, okay? You like people, so go find a couple. Absorb content about writing, and then if you have put anything on Amazon, you officially get to be an author for the rest of your life. If you have not put anything on Amazon, do that before the end of this year. And then from 2016 on, you'll get to be author for the rest of your life. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. I hope that I have provided some Monday motivation for you to get cracking on some writing, because it doesn't take that long to write a book. Oh, I'm supposed to share with you, thank you Tracy for sort of plugging my book for me. My book is out on Amazon. It is my best writing advice that I give to all my coaching clients, because that's what I do. I coach writers through the process. We start with vague idea, go to first draft, and all the way through finished manuscript. If you work for magazines, you're an author. Indra, yes, you're published. Totally. Indra, the author. It's official. I give it to you. I knight you. No, that doesn't work. Okay. So I package all of my best advice to writing coaching clients in my book. It's on Amazon. You can search Morgan Gist McDonald. I'm the only author with that name. Or Start Writing Your Book Today. And that gives you all my best advice. And then on the scope notes, I'll put a link to my behind the scenes video too. So yes. Any questions? Does anybody have any questions? We're about to wrap up because I want to give you guys a little bit of time to go. Even if you do 10 minutes of writing today, that's it. You can totally do 10 minutes of writing, can't you? Like, it's 12:05 Central. We'll log off here in a couple minutes. 10 minutes of writing, eat a quick lunch, and then you've written today. The name of the book is Start Writing Your Book Today. That's the title. And then the subtitle is a step-by-step guide to write your nonfiction book from first draft to finished manuscript. But if you just type in Start Writing Your Book Today, it brings it up. It's 6:05. Indra, where are you? You must be like in London or something. Oh, you told me the UK. So yes, thank you guys. And if you you can also, if you go to Amazon and you look in the inside cover, there's a link that shows my behind the scenes video also. You can grab that, but I will put it in the scope notes in the UK. Thank you for hanging out with me today, guys. Well, Indra, you can still write 10 minutes before you go to bed. I assume you're not going to bed just yet, so go write really fast for 10 minutes. Thank you guys for all the comments and all the hearts. Y'all totally made my Monday. Time to go finish that novel, Amber. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. You're already an international bestseller. Why can't you can totally push out a novel. You can totally do it. And you had babies. You can do anything. Scope notes are, thanks Keisha for asking, paperravenbooks.com/periscope. I keep all of, like every scope pretty much that I've ever done. You can find the notes and the replays, and we're working on the transcripts. So yes, thank you guys. Hit follow if you haven't already, and we do this every day. So it's fun. All right, guys, go do some writing. Go set some goals. Go call yourself a writer. Find some writing friends. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. All right, thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye.